1 second, fellows. All right, now we're in the party business. So I will get everything set up correctly. We're playing Star Wars Galaxies Evolve again, so this will be good. Um. um. What? Where are we going to buff? All right, cool. Do 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 do. I'm so small and tiny. I love being this small. It's so funny. There we go. What's that now? You get your weed from an old folks home? Yeah. I guess armors, glancing blow, and constitution, or strength actually. Strength over constitution actually. Just yeah, full armors, glancing blow, and then strength. I promise you, I will be back here in 8 hours when it's done. Hope you're around in 8 hours when the full buff is over with. I'm gonna need another one for another 8 hours. Feels good, man, to be on your own schedule. We need SWG back. Yes, sir. Hillbilly 999100. Hell yeah, brother. Let me tell you something. Oh yeah, this buff I'm not used to getting. This is a buff specific to this server, isn't it? There's 3 more? What? Have a good run tonight. Phoenix will take care of you. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. All right, so where am I meeting you guys at? Oh, okay. Sweet. It's part of the SWG expanded end buff system, so a few servers have it. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where's this arm at? I'm kind of blind. Oh, nice. The hollow stuff. Oh, here it is. I'm ready. Take me. I've never heard of the SWG expanded ent buff system. Sounds cool. Sounds like they're really good. Lasting performance. I come up to your knee. Look how tiny I am. What's up, dude? I'm gonna kneecap you. God, it's so short. I am the shortest in this group. This is amazing. Oh, and Anuket is also... He's got a rat's guild tag. Good guild tag. That's amazing. I love it. I'm reporting for duty. I've never done Rebel Hoth in my life.
Reroute all power to the energy shield. Gotta hold them till all transports are away. Prepare for ground assault.
Whoa, what the hell is this? Voice acting in my SWG? What the hell? They got voice acting in my Star Wars? Oh my god, that buff just gave me everything. Sorry, just getting a T-47 snowspeeder? So we're shooting AT-ATs then? And I can't run into them? I can't like 9/11 these guys? Okay. Okay. Oh no, I took damage. Gotcha. Well, this is interesting. I've never seen this before. It's like cheesy JTL. They should have just had atmospheric flight for this. When SWG put this in the game, I just feel like it's like, you know what would be really cool? Atmospheric flight. Let's make it like fancy vehicles. Yeah, like when they were like, hey, we're shutting down the game, fuck it. And we got a time limit, or why can't I? Why won't it shoot? What if I had those rebound? Yeah, yeah. What up? This looks sick. I know, right? It's kind of cool. I've never done Rebel Hoth before, so I'm entertained right now. It's actually sick. You can just make turns. We out here making left turns. Daytona 500. Oh, my vehicle's getting shot down, boys. I'm not getting shot down yet, but I am taking damage. Rebel Hoth is like way cooler than Imperial Hoth. I did Imperial Hoth and I was not impressed, but this is way cooler. Okay. How'd it work? Yeah. I'm gonna have to put on some music, dude. We're gonna have to put on the Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack, dude. When I get a moment to rest in the game, I will. I'll switch over and we will play an OST of some sort. Dude, it's like so cold outside. I'm not ready for it. Oh, I'm getting GCW as well. Interesting. More major victory, destroy 2 more AT-AT walkers. What happens if we get the major victory? What does it do versus a regular one? But like what if we get the major victory? It, okay. All right.
Imperial troops have entered the base. Imperial troops have entered.
Is that voice acting AI or is that something they did in live? Because I never did this in live. Oh my god. Dude, you know what they should do? They should do some like AI voice generated stuff. How do I land? Okay, easy. This is actually pretty cool. How do I get out? Oh, okay, cool. I fat fingered that. Whoops. Yeah, I do. There was some bug that was making me move slower for some reason. I don't know what it was going on there. I had to unequip and re-equip my weapon. No, no. It was just literally like some weird bug. I was just moving slower for no reason. Oh, okay. Sounds good. I'm ready. Commander Kisoit? What a name. What are we waiting for? Gotcha. Sounds good. Oh, you got the steel body one? Steel body is so, like, insane looking to me. It's like, holy crap. Yeah, that's crazy. So you just don't take damage then, or? So you just don't take damage then?
Distance to power generators. Target, maximum firepower.
Good work holding off those Imperial walkers. You bought us a lot of time.
You know what I should have done? Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted. I was talking to stream. I should have, No, no. Oh, can I attack, like, actual rebels in here? Okay, they're all, like, orange-colored names. I've never seen orange-colored name NPCs before. I see. This place suffers from too many NPCs. It's actually bringing my frame rate down. Oh, I need to go this way, actually. Doo-doo-doo. Cool. Yeah, Sideshow Bob seems very, 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 very tanky. Do I go down this elevator or up this elevator or no? Okay. I run so fast. My character's so small. No one's taking damage. Oh yeah. Music. There we go. Actually, let's do... There we go. Is that a good level? Sounds good. Sounds good. Hoth is really a longer instance, huh? Yes. True. Oh, you know what? I didn't have live chat on. I might have missed some messages. I don't think I did, actually. Oh shit, PvP? Oh no, this is not PvP. This is just the Hoth instance on the Rebel side. Is that music too loud, by the way? Or is it just right? I don't know. It seems to be low. I'll maybe lower it a little bit. Not too much. That, I did not lower that. That is just how it is. Can barely hear it? Oh. Tell me to turn it up? The game's kind of loud, I bet, though. Of the three, you're the loudest. Good. That's what it should be, right? It's ultimately what I want. I like this server because you can use, it's kind of like so many abilities. How do you remember them all? You just play enough and you start getting used to what abilities and when to use them. It's just a matter of practice. I actually kind of like the fact that there's so many abilities. At first I didn't. I'll be honest, at first I didn't like the fact that there were so many abilities and I was like, man, this is way too much. But after a while, I got used to it and I was like, you know, I kind of like that I have so many situational abilities. Like, it's kind of cool that way. So, I'm cool with it for now. I'm eager to see how Jedi is. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm working towards Jedi. Hey, what's up, Jay? How are you? How did you get 3 hotbars? It's the server. They've modified it to where people have 3 hotbars because I'm not playing on Legends. Joe's pretty fun here. Definitely got some good stats with it. Yeah. I didn't like this at first, but after thinking about it and watching you play, I might give it a try. How do you download it? I'll link the website, actually. Let me get that for you. SWG. Boom. Boom, there's the website, and you should be able to download from there. Account registration is a little bit more involved than most SWG servers that I've played. You actually have to have... Well, actually, I think it's the same as Legends, now that I think about it, but yeah. So insane, all the spawns that are in here, and we're just AOing it all together, pretty much. Pretty ridiculous. Okay. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff. I hope the /corpse self macro doesn't work. What's that? I have no idea what that is. Bye-bye, Tauntauns. You gotta go. They did. How much GCW am I getting? Quite a bit. I'm up to 24k. That's kind of a lot. I don't know if I got that 24k from today or if that was partially because of what I was doing. It resets all your cooldowns. Oh. I don't know. I don't think that exists. I remember in the CU there was an exploit where you could use things that didn't have a cooldown and then loop them in a macro and then press any buttons and you wouldn't have, it would like ignore the cooldown. That was pretty ridiculous. I tested that on live because it was being done to me and someone told me that's how to do it and I was like, let me try. And then once I learned about it, I didn't tell anybody and then I didn't use it anymore after my test. So that was kind of dumb. And the NGE was a huge problem until they fixed it. I see. Yeah, I'm sure they fixed that. There's like some... I mean, the code for the NGE here is from 2010, you know? Like, the leaked source code was 2010 code of the game. I don't know why. I mean, I guess that's just what leaked. And so, yeah, it's interesting. And then, oh, I'm just reading messages from before. I mean, the leak has all the major stuff minus the crazy stuff they threw in at the end, like atmospheric flight, which was haphazardly tossed in. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of weird that they didn't turn the Hoth instance into something that involved JTL. You would think, with the way the snow speeders worked and the fact that they got atmospheric flight working, that they would put that in, but it would make sense in that situation. You know what I mean? The flight thing at the end of the game, yeah, that was stupid. Do I go up or down? Alright. Who is me? Alright. Alright, I hit it once. Is this for a collection? Should I kill it? Or... okay, someone else can. Gotcha. Yes, sir. The toolbar is under the options interface menu thing. They have spy, but it has all the spy stuff except for stealth. They took out stealth. I guess resocated stealth or something. Alright, sounds good. I started playing after I saw the replay of a live you did. Oh, okay. Stealth is what makes spy fun. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I kind of wish stealth was in the game. I like stealth. I'm a fan of it. If I was playing this server and there was stealth, I'd be doing a stealth character. 100%. I can't comment on the balance of the NGE. I really don't understand what is overpowered and what makes something overpowered. I missed the Ranger class. Yeah, it's not in this game, but it's in pre-CU and the CU, but they're not. I kind of wish the CU got to revamp Ranger the way they were planning to. It was crazy. The Ranger revamp was crazy. Commando was always a little overpowered in the NGE. Yeah. Them and spies, yeah, spies are pretty strong. I'm running Doom. I figured I would run Doom when I first came to the server, and then I didn't realize everyone was going Master Medic because of how good it is. Or Master Doctor, I should say. Yeah, it's like actually insane. They have to be visible to you, so Saber Robe equipped. Rank 3 and above are special forces all the time, so it can be SF to hit them too. Oh, okay. I never see your action go down. Is it endless abilities? No, it's just the fact that someone's running a general's officer set. So that set, that jewelry set, causes people to constantly regain action as they use abilities. So like anybody can proc it, and it's like a 2k action heal, and it's just constantly procking with the entire group doing stuff. You just never run out of action. Also, I'm using position secured right now, and position secured will make it so your action costs are significantly reduced, but I can't move, so. I've always wanted to play SWG, but never known where to start since there are many servers. Seriously, it's hard to tell you to pick one, to be honest, at the moment. You can play Evolve, but it's hard because it's like you want to play something that's like super populated for your first experience, I would say, and then you can get into the other servers that exist. But Evolve seems pretty good, and I think the population has potential to go up. We'll see. But yeah. These guys we're so tanky, it's ridiculous right now. Good lord. Root yourself and laugh when they waste an ability on it. Wait, yeah. You thought you were gonna root me. Server. What's up? Sorry. What about it? Yeah, I think he spawns like a bunch of different Wampas or something. Sounds good, dude. All right. Zinter. I would say feature-wise, like, so this is my opinion, is that base SWG is not great and something needs to be done about it. So servers like this they deviate greatly from the original Star Wars Galaxies game. And there's 3 eras of Star Wars Galaxies. There's pre-CU, the CU, and the NGE. And this is an NGE server, or an NGE-based server. Servers that deviate greatly are the only ones that I'll really give a shot playing, because I think that's the future of Star Wars Galaxies. Because regular Star Wars Galaxies, like, I don't know what was wrong with SOE. Maybe they were like huffing paint at every conference or meeting or something. But like they made a bunch of retarded decisions. And so it was like, it's really hard to justify playing a baseline game. Like the only one that I would really consider playing is if someone came out with an actual CU server. So the servers I suggest for the games, like for what right now, for things that veer off the beaten path to actually try to make the game better, would be Empire in Flames, Stardust, Attack of the Clones, and this server, Evolve, SWG Evolve. If you're looking for something that is centered around actually fixing the gameplay, like the best gameplay features, and you're not too worried about population. Everything except Evolve is based on Core 3, like in terms of like Core 3. So this is a story. If you've never played SWG before, there's a team out there called Star Wars Galaxies Emulator that works on SWG, making the pre-CU version of the game. Core 3 is the code and engine that they developed to do it. And it's like, you know, so, and that's open source, and they actually will work with like server devs and stuff if they find bugs and whatnot, and it's actually pretty cool, right? Then there's the leaked code servers. Like Legends is probably the most popular one. It's not probably, it is the most popular one. And that's NGE based. And that has a solid population. You'll always find people online. You'll always be able to do stuff. But I didn't have position secured on the entire time, or am I actually rooted? I actually didn't have it on. Hold on, guys. So is this we finished? We're killing Wampa. Okay. Died of Vader, is that what you said? No, I'm good, dude. Nah. That's cool. Amazing. Anyways, okay, so servers, right? So the leaked code servers are NGE, because the code leaked from 2010, like the 2010 version of the code. Game shut down in 2011, so it's like more recent NGE, I guess. Not totally, but more so than normal. One sec. My brain is like trying to talk and like think about everything at once, and it's actually horrendous. Anyways, so all right, sweet. Thank you, sirs. Anyways, so yeah, SWG Evolve, SWG, Attack of the Clones, Empire in Flames, and Stardust are the ones I suggest. Christopher, you are absolutely correct, my man. I totally agree. CU is the best. There's no true CU server right now, so we have to wait for that. There's a server that tried to be like CU, but then decided not to be, so that's called Restoration, and yeah. But yeah, when a CU server eventually comes out, I will be playing that and maining that probably for the rest of my SWG career. I don't see anything competing with CU, but I will say this: Incredible Hoth, yeah, dude, it is Hoth. Something that could do well for SWG is if someone made a new client for Star Wars Galaxies and got it to work with Core 3, and that would be good. It's basically the live netcode, young dude. It's the netcode from live, so it's kind of the same. Okay, thought they would get taken down for using it. I mean, it's a real possibility that that happens, but I don't think it will. And I was thinking about making a video about that and seeing what people think. We're burning this boss so fast. I just want to play a space MMO that has player ships with custom interiors and possibly player housing, and this was close as I could find. Then you will want to play a server that is at the... Well, okay. So Star Wars Galaxies has JTL now, but it's not fully functional for SWG EMU. They're still working on it. You're probably going to want to play, like, Evolve then, or Star Wars Galaxies Legends, if that's what you're looking for at the moment. But soon enough. It'll work for SWG EMU too. We do have JTL now, but I will say this. What I've learned is that from my understanding of how things work, it seems that JTL, the JTL that EMU has created, is far more modifiable than the live code. And because of that, the custom content that will come for JTL is going to be greater than what Legends or any of the other servers could achieve. And because of that, I will be looking forward to a lot of the space content that I'm sure will be absolutely nuts. Do I just slash eject? Okay. What instance are we doing next? Okay. The dream of capital ship battles, absolutely, my guy. I'm super wanting that. I want capital ships. I want player-owned space stations that can be boarded and have like player city amenities. I would actually be down. I suggested this to one of the SWG developers that develops like a side server. I won't say who I'm suggesting ideas to, but I suggested to him, I said, hey, what if you had a server with no planets and there was just nothing but JTL and space stations, and you could level like the ground game and do ground game combat, but it was all done in space stations? And he said, his reply was, I've considered that. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that would be amazing. I think a lot of people would play that. I think that would be such a fresh take on Star Wars Galaxies. People would be all about that. 100%. Should I go on leave? Okay, cool. I've never done this before. Sounds like EVE Online. Yeah, I mean it would be pretty sick to get that. In my my view is that SOE really messed up by not integrating the JTL expansion with more of the ground game. They did a little bit. So like for example, they implemented the Avatar platform, which is this open world dungeon, but it's in space and you have to land on it with your ship, but it's not like quite like actual landing. It's more like, you know, you talk to an NPC and it lands your ship for you, and then you go in and you kill things, and then ultimately you destroy the station. And then they did it again with the Imperial Star Destroyer instance, but again, there's nothing really to do on the outside too much. You just dodge bullets and then go in. Whereas I believe with like the Avatar platform, you have to actually disable guns and all this other stuff. So it's cool, but it sucks. And it could have been a lot cooler. It would be really cool to implement those kinds of things into the game. So we'll see what happens. Today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. Right? It is Tuesday, yeah. God, I hate the cold. It's so cold here. It's like 31 degrees. It's terrible. That's cold for Texas, I'm sorry. I know people... Most likely, if you're from America, you live north of me, right? But it's like, I hate it. I hate the cold. Get yourself some coffee. I'm like regular size when I hop on a bike. It's so funny. Easy clapper. I do like how many abilities I have. I'm actually kind of enjoying that. TKA M Doc M Medic is insane. Yeah, you're super tank. It's incredible. Ding, 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 ding. I guess this is how you get the Bondar crystal? I've never gotten that before. I'll need some sort of crystal since I'm going for Jedi. Jedi will be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
The game's over.
Oh, the game's over. The music just told me. Do 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 do. My guy's still dancing even though I stopped dancing. He's like, it's so funny. It's great. Get off the bike. Doom, 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 doom. I don't remember this song being in the game. I feel like I just got snuck in. Let's do Streets of Rage 2. What's impossible to fail? Really? You can't fail it? Oh, amazing. Oh, interesting. Easy. Get some money from doing instances. Get rid of this. I don't need that. I need that. Doom, 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 doom. I can't get over this. Whoops. But I could. Do. Oh, NPC spawned on me. How nice. Bye bye, NPCs. Wait, why is this cooldown set that high? I don't think that's normal, is it? Didn't I expect to not have it be that high? Squad leader. Yeah, I did. I don't think. Is that bugged? I thought superior firepower was a 2-minute cooldown. I thought superior firepower was like a 2 to 3 minute cooldown when you spec into it. It is, right? When you spec into the cooldown reduction stuff? Why does my superior firepower have over a 600-second cooldown then? I don't understand. I did. So how do I fix that? Oh. Okay, that's fucked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently there's a bug with the NGE code where cooldowns go off and don't they're not appropriate. Like this is not an appropriate cooldown. Like it's all fucked up. On Legends they have a command that resets it, so it's not a big deal. I mean that's like a kind of a shitty fix in my opinion, but this is like what they do to fix it, and they don't have that on here, so that is tragic because this is a 2-minute cooldown, and I think I just had like a 11-minute or 10-minute 10-minute plus cooldown because it was over 600 seconds. So that needs fixed, in my opinion. It's not even in my opinion. Just fucking fix it. I don't know if people have the ability to fix it because like Legends has like the shittiest solution ever to it, which is like, you know. Just, you know, I don't know, it's just shitty. Like, you know, like you should just make it not happen. Instead, they have an ability to press if you notice that your cooldowns are too long or something. It's like, okay, that is a not great fix. It's like, how about instead of giving me an extra button to press, you just fix it? You know what I'm saying? Legends too busy profiting from RMT to bother fixing shit. Lavaris, you think they're RMTing, dude? You think they're RMTing? What's up, Lavaris? How are you, man? $100%? Maybe, dude. I don't know. Like, they made a post. Did you see that post that they made on Legends? They made a post talking about, in April, they were just showing an example of how in 1 month people generated 21.5 billion credits in 1 month. And I'm like, that's preposterous. But it's because the NGE is retarded. And SOE didn't know what they were doing, and neither did Legends, because they just launched with that shit the way it is. They know now that the economy needs nerfs, but there's no way to fix that. There's no way to fix the there's no way to fix that. You can't fix that without a wipe, because it's been going on for years. So the inflation is through the fucking roof. What race is as tall as a kneecap? It is Jeanette. Or Janae. I'm alright, been on hiatus for a while because of the wife and I had a kid, though the other SD devs have been working out hard to keep the light on there. Nice, dude. Congratulations on the new kid, man. That's awesome. I'm playing SWG Evolve at the moment, which is it's different. It's definitely different. So I kind of like Rezik. And he's trying to do some things that are interesting and new, so I'm like, this is kind of cool. So I don't mind it. It's pretty nice. I like different. Is the stairs any good? Like, is it worth anything, or is it just... yeah. I figured that, but... yeah, no, we're shit. Those cooldowns, the visual of it on your end anyways, is client side, requires kinds of work that I'm wagering few that work with NGE source know how to do. Oh, yes, the number... I've noticed that. I don't think the numbers are on Legends, but it's here. It's cool. Mos Espa Starport for what? Oh, we're going to ISD. Okay, cool. And since Legends encrypts their trays, you can't even fix it with a mod there. Yeah, seems... That's interesting. I didn't know they encrypted their trays. It's a really nice quality of life change. I do like it, having the numbers over the abilities. I'm a big fan of it for the NGE. Makes sense, right? Like, it just makes sense to do stuff like that when you have a cooldown based game. I don't qualify for the JTL space trip. I get why they do it, so other servers can't take their questionable quality custom content. Are you saying their custom content is of questionable quality? I think Bespin kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, I think it was a waste of their time. I played the game, and when I got there, you know, typically like an expansion pack has something appealing about it that you want to do. And they were labeling Bespin as like a custom expansion, and I'm like, cool, you know, custom expansions are cool. Hell yeah, let's go. But then like I started playing the game, and there was like zero reason really for me to be there. And I determined that this was the shittiest expansion of all time. Bespin looks cool for 5 minutes, right? And then you're also lagging and all that other stuff, so it's not the greatest. I never saw this. This is cool. These little fire things here. Oh, did they change the color of space stations here? Or is that just the lighting? I think it's just the lighting. Yeah, it's the lighting. That's cool. But yeah, I agree with you, Lavaris. The Bespin is meh. Very meh. It's not worth coming back to the game to. I mean, it's kind of cool, right, that they created that, but like, what is the purpose of it? Also, I think SWG planets done in the style of Kashyyyk or Mustafar, like Bespin is, are a bust. I think they're total mistakes. I think if you're gonna have a planet, make it an actual planet, like what you have on your server, except for Coruscant. Coruscant's different, but like, you know, you have actual planets, like actual planets on Stardust, and that's cool. I was actually very disappointed with Kashyyyk when I remember being disappointed with Kashyyyk in live because it was, you know, this adventure planet or whatever, and it's really just like, you know, not the planets I was used to, and the fact that it was smaller disappointed me, and has always disappointed me. It's cool to have that extra content and stuff on there, but they could have had all of that on a completely new planet, which again would have been real cool. Man, I love the soundtrack. Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack. It's perfect for streaming, dude. I feel like no matter what you're doing, it's perfect. I do love JTL. Lavaris, have you tested JTL on TC Prime or anything? Or are you excited for that, dude? Because that could be some really cool custom content coming out of that. I know vanilla JTL pales in comparison to what JTL ended up being in the NGE and stuff, but content-wise at least, right? But still, I think from my talks with Halen, my understanding is that it's very modifiable in comparison to in comparison to, you know, like the code that JTL is in the leaked source code. I'd be interested to see custom content for all that. Your character is a midget? Yeah, my character is a midget. I'm small compared to everyone else. It's Genet, Genet. That's the race that they put on the server. It's a Genet. It's like a rodent person. I'm a little rat. I'm like a little rat. It's great. Don't get me wrong, though. I could say the same about some of the custom content / worlds I've made. In the end, there's only just so much you can do with this game. It's true. I am hoping someone makes a new client for SWG. I think that'll really push it into the future. I've been looking at what UO Outlands did, because UO Outlands is peaking at like 3K players nowadays, like every day or something like that. It's growing. And it's a 27-year-old game. It's older than SWG. But they made a new client for the game, and my understanding is now that they've got a new client, they're able to do more, and that will never happen. I disagree. There's been a couple people that have taken a shot at it. I think it has potential to happen. So anyways, it may not be SWG Emu's priority, but we want to bring the game into the future. You know what I'm saying? I think a new client will happen. UE4 SWG was totally different. There was other efforts that did not get shut down, but the people doing it disappeared for some reason. So and that guy was trying to remake SWG with its totally different combat system and code and everything. He was trying to do something that you're not allowed to do. But that guy got a cease and desist so quick. It was funny. But I think we legit could get a new client. Just have the new client not be anything crazy. Just more modifiable SWG. That's all I want. UE4, what's up, touchy feely dude? UE4 SWG actually got shut down. He put up the cease and desist on Discord. Yeah, I saw that. But anyways, regardless of a new client or not, I think we could see some SWG revive itself. Anyways, I was looking at what UO Outlands did. So they did a new client, and they also the client, the game looks the same right now. All right, Lavaris, I'm holding you to it, dude. I'm holding you to it. If there's a new client for SWG, dude, you gotta eat a shoe on stream, dude. We'll host it on my stream. You can come on stream and eat a shoe. You find a way. We'll Google ways to cook shoes and figure it out if that happens. Try to make it as bearable as possible, not just having you eating raw leather. Anyways, what was I saying? Man. Oh yeah, so UO Outlands. So they developed a new client, but the game looks the same as of right now. But they are working on getting a. They're working on doing 3D models for their characters and stuff in game, which is pretty astounding for UO. And then also they are. They like wiped the whole world map. Like they got rid of the old world and brought in a new one, which I think puts a fresh take on the game. And I think SWG server could actually benefit from that, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. And then what they did that I think is keeping a lot of the players around is they added new skills, new template diversity, more template diversity, and they added more character progression systems. And that is what sold the game, I think, for a lot of people. It's called UO Outlands. Yeah, I've been meaning to play it as well, Lev. Maybe we could play together. I'd be down. I don't really know a whole lot about it, UO. I've never played UO before. I did download the game and try to figure out some stuff. Shot it down for the amount of work it would take. I understand. I do think it would be fun if there was a server that, with the new JTL stuff coming out, got rid of all the worlds, all the planets, and just did like ground combat in space stations only. And show your build, please. Sure, 1 second. My build is 2 points in Brawler, 18 in Marksman to get Ambush and Heavy Weapon Specialist. I got Master Heavy Weapon Specialist, but I didn't finish it all. Hold on, let me keep up with my group here. I got 17 points in Bounty Hunter so I can get shields. I got 24 points in Commando so I can get all the way to improve stand fast and then the position secured stuff, which is really nice. I've got Squad Leader for Diaxis Grenade, Artillery Strike, Superior Firepower, and Shock Grenade. Really like Shock Grenade. And then I've got Smuggler for off the cuff, end of the line, and Nerf Herder. This is what you want out of it. Because those abilities are really good. And let's see. I have 22 points in Medic to get to Master Doctor for the Master Doctor stance, which is ridiculous. And you can just kind of do whatever you want. I got the Doom set, so I've got some debuffs on my bar, but I've also got the heals. And that's my build. Yes, what LeVar said is true. It isn't new. It's just getting closer to what the live game had, which is cool. It definitely works different than what AI the NGE has. The AI in the NGE is actually brain dead and retarded. I don't understand it at all, and it looks stupid as hell. But yeah, the AI systems, a lot of servers have been adjusting to import that, and a lot of players who never play SWG EMU were like, what the hell is this? I don't understand. Why is this thing following me? Like getting stalked by red mobs, which is kind of funny. It's funny to see people's reactions to that, which is cool. But anyways, yeah, so UO Outlands, they just put in more progression, completely new world, new client. Although I don't think you can tell anything about the new client. Like, I don't know what it does really. I think SWG needs progression systems, more progression systems. That's definitely something I think would help out a lot. Long-term progression, but not based on gear, based on skills. Do they have a write-up of the new client up on the new client? No, there's no new client for SWG. They had to ditch/break most AI in the NGE for a few reasons. Jaska once told me about it when Project SWG was the only hope of emulation back in 2012. Interesting. I don't understand why they would have to do that, though. Phoenix is the only guild you've seen on Evolve so far? No, I joined Ronin. Oh, I'm good, dude. If I had to do with the insane amount of packets for the dumb fuck speed combat, they couldn't spare enough CPU time for to the AI. LOL. The original servers were Pentium. Oh yeah. No upgrades. Oh Jesus. That makes a lot of sense. Two 241 health. Dang. We just eject, right? Can't with the way they have the code for Core 3, can't like the servers handle like shitloads more people? Because they can dedicate multiple cores to a single planet or area. What are we doing? What are we doing next, boys? EK. All right. I was so short I couldn't see the fucking chat box. That's funny. Sure, you can do that with the SRC too. The code itself suffers from the same basic limitations, though, hardware notwithstanding. It's why on Legends you still get unbearable lag with a 4340 and Restus. Yeah, it's terrible. I hate it. That's the problem with some of the leak code, is just how horrendous the lag can be. I didn't think the lag was that bad for pre-CU PvP, but it was more of a client limitation than server stuff. Like pre-CU seems fine. I remember we had like at early finalizer, one of the event coordinators held an event and like 500 people showed up, literally 500. That's not an exaggeration. And it was the laggiest shit I've ever seen. Like for the server, it was like you were walking anywhere near it and you just DC. It was crazy. And you couldn't necessarily log back in. It was wild. Yeah, it just works better, yeah. What is this place? This is Exar Kun's temple or something. It's Exar Kun. Exar Kun. Dude, Exar Kun is an excellent fucking name. I'm naming a character Exar Kun. Holy shit, that's gonna happen. Exar Kun's catacombs. There you go. Yeah. You getting teleported to the instances? You were just on ISD. Yeah, there's a way to teleport. So you can eject off ISD. It'll put you back on the planet. And then you can talk to an Aurelian contact at the starport, which will... Why is this so hard? Why am I having to heal so much? That was weird. Yeah, so anyways, you get teleported to the village, and then from there, you just teleport to the instance. It's nice. It's easy to get around. I'm a little fucking rodent. It's so funny to me, dude. I can't handle it, dude. It's so funny. The server lets you be extremely tiny. It's my race. I'm a rodent. It's hilarious. It's called a Janae, I think. Not particularly well thought out, especially if they start making custom stuff. You might find yourself unable to walk over some things you'd have no problem with as a human. Yeah, I thought about that, but it's funny, so I'm doing it. Yeah, I've done this heroic before. I did it with Ronin last night. It was like really easy. Yeah. I had that issue in the World Between Worlds on Stardust. Had to completely redesign it for Bothams. Oh, wow. They had a species change token on this server. So I was a Bothan, and then I chose this and made myself even smaller. This is kind of silly. You just sit here and face tank the caretaker. What's the story with Jedi on the server? Don't see any glow bats. So Jedi is actually an unlock on this server, but it literally only takes like 10 days, so it's not that bad. You have to visit one Force Shrine on every planet, which is fine, not hard. You have to get the Jedi POI badges, which is easy. You have to get 50 badges total. You have to get you have to do Jabba's theme park. You have to do the Order 66 collection, which is killing 50 of each type of Jedi. So like Padawans, Knights, Masters, and then something else I can't remember what it's called. I think maybe Sentinels or something. And then you have to do the Relics of the Elders collection, which is literally what you had to do to like get your Elder's robe or switch out your Elder robe. But they just repurposed it to unlock Jedi here. And then you have to do each of the OG heroics 10 times. So you have to do 5 of these, 5 different, like the 5 different OG heroics once every day for 10 days. Is it any different than NGE Jedi? Because that would be pretty dumb if it's not. It is to some degree. I don't know what degree it is. I think Jedi can like they try to like emulate like pre-NGE Jedi where they had like they could be like a healer Jedi or a tank Jedi or a DPS Jedi or whatever to some degree. I don't know. I haven't seen the Jedi trees yet, so I don't know what they can do. They also have FRS, but instead of 11 ranks, there's 6. And they've kind of time-gated progression on it as well. Was Spy deleted there? aka dumbest class ever added to SWG? Spy is not deleted, but the stealth is. The stealth for Spy is completely deleted. But the damage abilities and all that stuff are there. But they put it back on Jedi like CU Jedi had Force Cloak. They have that temporary cloak, but not it's not permanent cloak. But yeah, Jedi do have that NGE Force Cloak they had. I think what did it last, like 30 seconds or something? And Smuggler still has Cloak Ally, but that wasn't like particularly game breaking or anything, as far as I know. A new SWG server, not playing AOTC. What's up, Luan? Not playing AOTC right now. I'm just a little bit burnt out on pre-CU. Played a shit ton of pre-CU, so I just want to kind of play something else for right now. But AOTC is good though. I do like it. Sorry, what did you say about Force Cloak? Yeah, Force Cloak is temporary. It's just NGE Force Cloak, so it's not anything crazy. It's just it's a very temporary Force Cloak. CU Force Cloak was the GOAT. It was pretty fucking retarded. I'm not gonna lie. CU Force Cloak was dumb as hell. Like, it's good, but it was also dumb. Yeah, it did cost more people, but you could also heal people while cloaked, which is pretty busted. So we just ejecting out of here? Alright. I do miss the CU Force Cloak, though. It was fun. You could do anything as long as it didn't attack another player with Force Cloak in the CU. As long as you weren't hitting players, you could do it. That was pretty strong. But you also had that trade-off of playing Powers in the CU. And CU Powers was actually not that bad. It wasn't terrible. Look at my character. Good God, I love his little rat face. Fantastic. My guy is running so fast. He's like, Sonic the Hedgehog. It'd be funny if I could make him blue. Do you ever play on Legends server? I've played on Legends before. I have like 3 fully geared tunes pretty much there, and but I don't really have an interest in playing Legends. Maybe if they came out with like a 64-bit client so that the game ran smoother, I'd log in on Thursdays just for the big PvP, which would be kind of fun. But other than that, I don't really have an interest in playing Legends. It's too vanilla SWG for me. Translation, he's never played on Legends because there will never be a 64-bit client. There's someone working on a 64-bit client. They are working on a 64-bit client in the source code Discord server, I believe. If it's going to turn out any good, who knows? But yeah. It's being worked on. The thing is like for the NGE, they have the code for the client. Like they don't just have the server code, they have the client code. Resto has a 64-bit client, but it doesn't work yet. They're working on it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's just Resto. Maybe it is just Resto. I have no idea. But that would be huge for them if they were the only ones with it. I see Goga. Yeah, Goga's in the group, hanging out, doing stuff. This instance is retarded fast. Yeah, and Joe Biden has all his mental faculties intact. Totally believable. I am Ward Wren, by the way. Okay, cool, dude. What's up, man? How you doing? Look at this chick go. Good lord. Not a lot. Good looking group there. Thank you. We're getting through it, dude. I feel like the model for Axe of a Min is like way a step above anything else in this game. I don't know what it was that possessed them to make her look like she's out of like modern World of Warcraft, but they did, and she looks good. It's crazy. She's like the best looking NPC in all of SWG. My queen. Love boat time? Yeah, we're about to teleport to IG, dude. About to get on over there to IG, you know what I'm saying, man? A great quality of life feature right there. I know, right? So nice. I don't even know why I do all this dumb stuff going on over there. I have evasion. I can just do this. Boom. And I'm no longer in combat. Oh, that didn't work apparently. It did work. Never mind. Evasion's so good for getting around that. Let's do... Let's see, what classic OST do we want to listen to? Super Mario World OST. There we go, dudes. I know it seems like a weird pick, but I'm about it right now. Stasis works well, yeah. Actually, let's do Donkey Kong Country. The Donkey Kong Country soundtrack slaps. There we go. Such a good soundtrack, boys. These things die so fast, it's unreal. Everything just gets demolished. Since you can pick any ability from any class pretty much, like, you just get so much damage and tankiness. These are just, everything is so smooth. It's silly. Bye-bye. Thanks for having me, man. It was easy. This is what's on Mustafar? The sprint stem? Do I need to have completed the Mustafar quests? Okay, sweet. Yeah, I think I'm down for Mustafar. Yeah, it is my main character. I don't think I did the other stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I'm down for Mustafar, I think. Where are we meeting? Where should I meet? I'll go there. The most easy thing in this world, in this game, is the fact that you can pull ITVs out in the middle of cities. So I just, instead of taking a ticket terminal and waiting for a shuttle, which I don't think you have to wait for a shuttle anymore, you just pull out an ITV anywhere you're at, dude. It's insane. Where's the Mustafar warp teleport? In front of the bar. Oh, warmly glowing teleportation device. Okay. We're gonna take a small break here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. Weird, SWG Emu looks different. This is actually SWG Evolve. It's not quite SWG Emu. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick, boys. Be right back. And I think we might use the bathroom as well. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm back. Oh, I'm back. This is a new server, Evolve. Yeah, it's a newish server. It came out in October. I don't normally do NGE, so I'm back, boys. I'm ready to do whatever. All right. But yeah, Evolve is a rather new server. I'm actually working on a video on it. I wrote most of the script. I wanted to explain some of the basic things that I find most appealing about it. There's obviously a lot of changes, so I can't go over every single change. But I can go over some of the changes and talk about those things. And I really do like the server. I think it's fun. But I think it'd be more fun if someone handled JTL well. But that's okay. Well, I'm just waiting on other people. So, this is the one part I think that's like really hard to stream about SWG is like waiting for shit. I think NGE does a better job of it where there's like less waiting around, but like if you're waiting on people, it's like the most horrible part. I mean, I guess it's part of like MMO streaming in general. It is the most horrible part of MMO streaming is that waiting around. When you're playing like a single player game, you got that moment to moment thing. Like you're either figuring something out or you're in the action. You're constantly moving forward. And MMOs, sometimes there's that lull, that wait time that just doesn't feel good. I can't imagine it feels good as a viewer. I imagine like a lot of people probably have me on their second monitor, and if they have me on their second monitor, and then they're looking over, and they're like, this is not that interesting, But yeah, it is what it is. There we go. Mm-hmm. This soundtrack is getting wild. I'll go to the next one. That one was too kind of depressing. Not enough sound going on there. See, I'm running OGs. Where are the OG collections at? Here? It's not it. Is it the kill collection? Oh yeah, here it is. So I've got IG88, 4 out of 10. Tuscan King, I should have 2 out of 10 there. Axuman, 1 out of 10. Damn it, it's gonna be 9 more days before we can unlock. Kinda sucks, but whatever. It'll be okay. Oh wow, mate. Donkey Kong Underwater Ambience. Yes, dude. What's up, EQ2 Relaxation, man? How are you? I'm just waiting for people to, We doing Mustafar? Yeah. I am about it. Mustafar. So far, so good, bro. Was about to go to bed and recommended the stream to me randomly, so I saw SWG. My brain did the rest. LOL. Oh, true. That's cool, man. I like YouTube. I like streaming on YouTube. I've gotten way more audience from YouTube than I have streaming on Twitch. So I don't stream on Twitch anymore. I just stream on YouTube. And it's been a more pleasant experience with the amount of new people I've gotten. I see your name is EQ2 Relaxation. I assume you play a lot of EQ2. I assume you do anyways. We know when we're going to start Mustafar? Okay, cool. I think it was like, I don't know about Kyan Leaner. I don't know how to say his name. But Goga was down. I think it's me and Goga are sitting at the Beetle Cave right now. The entrance. We haven't entered it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. But I also cover SWG, Vanguard, Saga of Heroes, and DCUO, all games that I grew up with. That's why your stream caught my eye. My brother and I used to play SWG a lot back in the old days. Nice, dude. Those are some classic MMOs right there. My dad played Vanguard. I used to watch him. He was playing like I think a little fox person. I forget what that race was. Vanguard was so interesting. I know they're working on a Vanguard emulator, but it's not like heavily populated, but it seems cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool what they're doing there. Ooh, your dad played Vanguard? How awesome is that? Yeah, the Vanguard emu needs a lot of work, though. Some of us are actually hoping for a relaunch of Vanguard, Saga of Heroes, or even an official license for SWG. City of Heroes just pulled that off, by the way. They got an official license from NCSoft. I saw that. I don't think SWG will ever get the license because Disney is horrible, but I could see it happening for Vanguard because Daybreak isn't Disney. I could totally see that happening. For certain MMOs like City of Heroes, I could see it happen. Like it makes sense for it to happen because someone is running the game. The game was shut down, from what I understand, prematurely. Like, it was rather healthy for its time, and there's already a huge community around it. So that's cool. Yeah, Vanguard I could see happening. SWG, I think it would be near impossible, unfortunately. And I hate that too, because it would be so sick to get an official license for Star Wars Galaxies. Because if they were able to get a license for Star Wars Galaxies and actually turn the game into something profitable, the development for it would skyrocket. But alas, no such luck. Yeah, I'm here, dude. What's up? Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, SWG relaunching and revamped state with better visuals, etc., releasing on Steam. That would be cool. I don't think it'll happen. You know what you should take a look at? EQ2, dude? Or I'll just call you Relaxation. That's a little bit better, because EQ2 is like a video game, and I might be talking about it someday, but check out Ultima Online Outlands. Okay, so Ultima Online Outlands... UO is 27 years old. That server is peaking at 3K concurrent players. I think it's possible for the old school MMOs like UO, like SWG, like Vanguard to have decent populations. But what has to happen is like a team that cares about the game has to actually develop it and further the game, I think, and do massive changes. Because vanilla games like are fun and stuff, but they get old. SWG vanilla, it's hard to do for me anymore. So I think like it's possible for SWG to get, like, in my estimation, because it's a Star Wars IP and it was such a popular game for its time, more popular than UO and perhaps more popular than even EverQuest. I think it could get 4,000 to 5,000 players on a single server, which would be like concurrently, which would be sick. But in order to do that, we have to have something like we have to have something that goes beyond what vanilla was, way beyond vanilla, because there's no content. I mean, there's content in the NGE, but that's the NGE. And there has to be some major changes to how combat works and stuff like that. You can call me Alex too, mate. And yeah, I totally 100% agree. Old MMO still has that nostalgic magic, and you can still do some things with them, even if you treat them right. Yeah, I don't even think it's necessarily nostalgia. I think, like, I mean, you look at JRPGs, for example. JRPGs have existed since like the early 90s, and people still eat that up, dude. You know, like millions of people playing JRPGs right now that are take turn, and they look fancier, sure, but people still regard like the old JRPGs as like really, really good games. It's not the fact that they're old, it's the fact that some of the mechanics of older games are like bad. Like there's some bad things in Star Wars Galaxies. I can't speak to other older MMOs because it's hard for me to do that. But you look at like RuneScape, for example. RuneScape looks like, God, dude, it looks terrible. It was like dog shit. And that game has like that game recently peaked, old school RuneScape, at 185,000 players online at once. That's absolutely wild for a game that came out in like 2003, 2004. It looks like horrible. And yet it still has a massive population. And the gameplay isn't anything special. It's not like crazy or anything. It just is. And it works well. And people love it. Last time I was played at SWG was on the Legends. The fact that they actually did an expansion with Bespin and Gardening, even, that's absolutely insane. It is insane. Yeah, because that's what a lot of us grew up with. Like, it's like, take Ocarina of Time, for example. That's always going to be my all-time favorite Zelda game of all time, and Nintendo did it right, going from N64 to 3DS. Yeah. That's how I imagine these things to be done and refurbished. Yeah. I agree. We going in? Totally agree. Even sandbox MMOs need new content from time to time. Yeah. It just needs to expand upon the sandbox, I think, you know. And it needs to expand upon the sandbox, give players more tools to do things, a little bit more content, and a lot more progression systems. I think you can get away with dog shit combat if you have a good progression system. And that's really all you need. I'm fairly certain. I mean, you look at RuneScape, right? Doesn't look the best, but it's happening. You know? But the progression in that game is insane, right? Like, people grind for a really long time in RuneScape to end up where they're at. So should I not use heavy weapons near the droid? Oh, he doesn't take damage? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Yeah, and to be honest, some of these older MMOs were just built differently. SWG, for example, does real-time weather, and you can literally watch the sunrise and sunset on Naboo, for example, while it's fixed in. SWG Tour. In SWG Tour, it feels like I'm part of a Hollywood set, while in SWG, I feel like I'm part of the huge and living and breathing universe. Absolutely true, dude. I completely agree with that. That's exactly how SWG makes you feel. That's pretty neat. I think one of the things that SWG doesn't get enough credit for is that it is truly a massive open world. I don't think other games are very open world like SWG is open world. Like, you look at World of Warcraft, it's open world, right? Classic World of Warcraft, but it's got all these canyons and valleys and mountains to funnel the player into chosen areas. You can't just like run across the map like you can in Star Wars Galaxies, which I like that about Star Wars Galaxies. And there's nothing, there's a whole, and then when you get flying mounts in TBC and you're allowed to actually go across things, go across like into the vanilla world or whatever, it's not very interesting. There's nothing in the mountains. There's nothing to explore there. And I feel like SWG's massive worlds are a huge benefit in its favor. Like it's like so huge, and there's some storytelling in the world. If you look at certain things, it looks like they procedurally generated the land, which they did. I know they did that. But then like they actually added like little bones and stuff, and out in the world you'll find like crazy like assets and shit that tell kind of a little bit of a story. It's like, oh, look at this ATST here that's ruined, you know? Like it's cool. Broken bridges, just random stuff in the world you wouldn't normally see. Yeah, SWG had the right vision IMO with these huge open planets. Even the universe is on rails in SWG Tour, but in SWG is literally a little space sim. It is. Also, I like the idea of just being this random Joe in SWG and not the superhero that has to save the universe. Yeah, I totally agree with that too. Like, you are just a person in the galaxy, and whether you become known like on your server, famous on your server, or whatever is up to you. It's like all your actions matter. It's cool. I like it. To be honest, Vergord and SWG have so freaking much in common when it comes to the sheer size, scale, and overall world vision that it's super sad that MMO genre took a different turn at some point. Yeah, I was actually thinking about making a video about that. I think old school MMOs and fighting games have a lot in common. And I know that sounds like a really weird way to something to say, but if you look at like how mainstream games are, and then you look at like you look at like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time or any of the Zelda games, you look at like Dark Souls, maybe you look at Mario, you look at Spyro, you look at all the mainstream games or like Call of Duty or whatever, and they're very, what you would call it, intuitive, but they're not really intuitive. They're just, people got used to playing mainstream games and how they control and play. But you look at like fighting games. Fighting games are so incredibly different. Fighting games have like, you know, you want to do the Dragon Punch from Street Fighter, you know, the Shoryuken. And that's like forward, down, forward punch. And you're like, what the hell is that? My hands are confused. They don't even know what gender they are anymore. And it's so different from any other input you would do in any other game. And it's not like you haven't done forward, down, forward punch. You've definitely made that movement with your hands before. But you've never intentionally made it like as a conscious effort to do that. And so like other games don't do that. And so it feels foreign to you, even though it's not to the people who regularly play fighting games. They like all know that move and they're fine with doing it. And it's because they've been playing the same games, not like fighting games, that is, not necessarily like the same fighting games, but you know, fighting games throughout the years. They've been playing them for years, and we've been playing Call of Duty, Mario, Zelda, etc. for years. So like those things come naturally to us because they were just what's popular, what's mainstream. Same way with like old school MMOs. They're not immediately intuitive, but it's like they're different in that sense, but people just stopped making them like that. I think one of the things that I'm really interested to see is core punk, because core punk, it plays like League of Legends or whatever, combat wise, but you look at it like I'm in the alpha, I've played it, and it's like old school like Final Fantasy 11, like little rabbits and rats and stuff will kick your ass. You need to group with people, and your health regen is non-existent below 90%. So you have to go like to a campfire and actually like socialize with players and stuff. It's actually wild. Let me catch up what you said. I don't know if you've seen the video, but I can highly recommend SWG Postmortem. I've seen it. I've watched the whole thing twice actually. I made a video about SWG and its future. And I actually pull from that video. I have a clip from that video in that video. It's like 36 minutes long. I highly suggest watching it if you're a fan of SWG. It's like one of my most popular videos so far, and I really enjoyed making it. It took me like 2 weeks, and I gathered a bunch of information and made it like a compelling argument for why SWG will like continue to exist and like has a bright future. But yeah, they literally were years ahead of competition. That is absolutely the case. And people don't realize that, but it's absolutely true. Anything good? All right, so no stim, huh? Ripperino. At least we did the instance. That's cool. Yep, sounds good. Thanks for bringing me, bros. I'm gonna head out of Discord. Catch y'all later. YouTube. Anyways. What's up, Storm? How are you? SWG Emu is where it's at. I'm a fan of SWG Emu. I'm just waiting on new content, really, for them. Yeah, good idea. I'll check out the vid. Gonna be browsing through your content later tonight already. Liked and sub. Gotta give old school gamers some love. We're a dying breed of gamers. Yeah, it's true, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. For real. It is like old school games are kind of dying, and it sucks. But well, they're not. I mean, I think UO Outlands. Everybody should follow UO Outlands' example. Do what UO Outlands is doing. Figure out what they did, and do that. Like UO Outlands is crazy. Like because the fact that they're peaking at 3K players. I think they're the team to look to right now for old school games and revivals. Also, I heard Final Fantasy XI Horizons is really good. Oh, this is not good. I fell through the floor somehow. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna clone. Nice. How many people play on Evolve? Not sure, dude. Honestly, the population isn't super high, but the mechanics are really fun, so that's why I play it. Just is what it is, man. Let's see, I got a bunch of tokens tonight. That's pretty good. Man, my god, my character looks insane. Absolutely insane. Oh. This little rat person, dude. This custom race is hilarious. I love it. I've been poking on the server for a bit each day. Mechanics are sick. I know, dude. I agree, Twisty. It's actually pretty fun. It's actually not bad. I am enjoying it. I think it's good. I think I'm gonna do some JTL. I haven't done JTL in a minute. I just want to level up Pilot as much as I can. I hear all I gotta do is the quests and I'm good. So, I think I'll do JTL stuff. Apparently leveling JTL is like super fast. We'll see how it goes. Disable permanently. I know how to... Affirmative. Alright, let's see here. We've got quests. Journal. So we go that way. Can I open up my datapad and see what waypoints I have for this area? Autopilot. There we go. Just look how beautiful space is in SWG for the time. This was like Star Citizen. I know. Being able to theory craft and feel like your own is refreshing. Yeah, I know. It's so good. Theory craft to make a class feel like your own is refreshing. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I know, dude. This is Star Citizen, dude. Like before Star Citizen. This is what I'm waiting for. So SWG EMU is working on JTL, and I hear it's way more modifiable than the NGE JTL. I'm hoping for... This is what I want. I want PvP... like capital ships. Like I want capital ships, okay? I want them to be able to be boarded and raided by the opposite faction. I want like player-owned space stations that function like player cities in space. I want the ability to raid them for PvP's sake. I love some kind of incentive to do so as well. Like there has to be incentive in all of this. There has to be incentive for every bit of this. So there'll have to be some sort of like resource or power creep or something associated with it. I want to see like an instance where you're in a POB and someone's piloting and then you have people manning the turrets, and then while you're going through, like there's like Blackwing virus stuff going on. Because if you guys don't know about the original Blackwing virus stuff, the books, it takes place in space, and so they actually can pilot vehicles and stuff, the Blackwing zombies. So zombies piloting stuff, boarding your ship, defending your ship from like Blackwing zombies. That shit would be so sick. We need that. Imagine a revamped SWG where space is completely open, no borders. You can go from point A to point B without doing hyperspace or load. And then imagine SWG with a graphics engine like the one in Star Wars Battlefront from EA. Haha, my brother would get addicted again of this. I'm absolutely certain. Yeah, dude. Like I just want more ground and space integration. That's what I want. I want it to feel like Star Wars. They killed the population of SWG back when they did the CU update. That generation of players moved on. If they did update it, it would still look goofy to today's games people are used to now. No, I don't think they killed the CU population. The Raf Koster said they actually grew in subscriptions from the CU, which is why SOE felt it was like okay to push the NGE, because a bunch of players threatened to quit for the CU and didn't. And then their subscriptions actually grew in the CU. And then when they got threatened again to quit over the NGE, they were like, well, they didn't quit for the CU, so we'll just launch the NGE. Turns out the NGE was actually bad and the CU was actually good. My favorite era is the CU, and I'll defend it to my dying breath. Like it's an amazing version of SWG. But we don't have a CU server to play right now, unfortunately. But if we did, I'd be playing it 24/7. I'd maybe like die of blood clots or something. You know, just sitting there. Well, Minecraft looks like goofy too, and it's super popular, so I think if everything else falls into place, you can absolutely tap into nostalgia power and harness it by catering to the old school folks. True, who doesn't like the CU? It's the best version of SWG. I agree, Christopher. Stand up a few times? Yeah, maybe, dude. We got another patrol point here. We're doing Donkey Kong Country 2 OST now. No way, the CU was shit. I turned into this weird hybrid MMO with a crosshair. No, you're thinking of the NGE. You're thinking of the NGE. CU didn't do that. Just watching you fly out into space like that gives me those alien vibes from the movie with the xenomorphs. Just look at that void of darkness up there. No one can hear you scream. Yeah. All right. We have some ships to shoot. Come here, you. I'm going to disable you. Yeah, why don't you die real quick? There you go. You're dead. Nice. Bye bye. I'm actually playing an NGE server right now. It's not too bad. Can I just like... How do I land again? Do I just eject? If I eject, will I miss out on the mission? Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, this is actually what I meant to hit. Oh no, it's just done. So I just return back to sender. There's no eject? What's the command to explode? I can't remember. Dang it. SWG gives me that that sense of adventure, that everything I can see in the distance is actually something I can reach and touch and experience, like Ocarina of Time when I was a kid, the same feeling. Yeah, personally I prefer the Legends experience with NGE, CU, and all the goodies, but I also understand there's a need for the class experience. Yeah, that's what I miss the most. Well, it's not what I miss the most. I actually really like the combat of the CU. CU combat, I think, felt really good. There was really no reason to introduce the NGE and the way it did things. But, yeah, so it's interesting. But yeah, it feels good to fly around in space. I agree. Zoomers don't like SWG though. How can that be fixed? The older players are dying now. I don't think so. I think Zoomers could be... I mean, well, if you look at MMOs as a whole, Zoomers in general don't play MMOs, but I think they start to get into MMOs as time goes on. I think they start to experience MMOs and realize like life is more than Call of Duty and Fortnite, at least in the gaming world. And so I think maybe MMORPGs are a more mature audience, but like when you're older, I think people start really looking at MMOs and really liking them, because there's always a lot of hype around new MMOs, though they don't always perform the best. And I think things like anime, like if you're an anime fan, like listen, I love anime, okay? I'm not someone who hates anime, but I'm also not a fucking weeb. So I'm not an otaku, okay? I don't have any anime posters. I don't have any anime figures. I just like watching anime, alright? That's as far as it goes. And like the anime that are coming out now promote MMOs a lot. And I know there's a lot of young people that watch anime and love anime and watch these anime. And so they get into MMOs. So I think MMOs aren't a dying genre, but they are generally for an older audience because of things like Fortnite and COD. Like, it takes a while to get out of those games. I was on SWG Emu for over 1.5 years, but it was plagued by AFK bots and no real community. Bunch of AFK entertainers in the cantina and bots doing surveying for resources, occasional player. Yeah. Anime promoting MMOs? How? Well, there's a lot of anime that base themselves off of like fictional MMOs. For right now, there's two that are ongoing. One is called Shangri-La Frontier, which is about this guy who plays like shit tier MMO, like VR MMO games. And because they're so bad, these VR games are so bad that he plays like shit bottom of the barrel, garbage, buggy, messy experiences because he likes it. He goes to play a AAA VR MMO and he ends up like dominating because he had to hone his abilities because these MMOs aren't always about cooldown. There's also like the physical skill of them. So that's Shangri-La Frontier, and that's pretty fun. I've been watching that one. And there's another one I'm going to start watching that just came out their first episode. Rescue the Merchant Fighter? Is this a mission? Or what is this? What is this? Is this a quest? Did NGE like mainstream this? I don't think they did, right? Let me look. Hold on. I'd like to land. Let's see. There's another MMO, like MMO-ish anime. They don't say it's an MMO, but they're basing it off an MMO. It's called Solo Leveling, and basically the idea is that I think it's actually Korean. I don't think it's Japanese. I think it's a Korean anime, where the planet has like these monsters that entered from a different portal, and everybody is now imbued with magical powers, or a lot of humans are imbued with magical powers, and depending on the strength of your powers, you get a tier, like a rank. So from like, I think it's all the way from E to S. So like E, like A, B, C, D, E, and then above A is S. Okay, so we got another one. Cool. Where did this put me in the profession tree for space? Slightly there. But yeah, so like, there's also Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online was a big promoter of MMOs. Like, it was just like, yo, MMOs would be cool and shit. It was like, cool. The MMOs themselves are talking about, and like, sorry, the animes themselves are about fictional MMOs, is what I'm trying to say. We got a ways to go. So, like, imagine a No, it's an anime about a game. About people playing a game. Like Sword Art Online is the idea is like the show about this kid who gets locked into. Well, okay, so the first season of Sword Art Online is about this kid who's playing this brand new released VR MMO, but it's not really VR. It's like this weird thing where they put this headset on and it like knocks them out and they become like they're in the world while they're in a coma in real life. And the creator of the MMO put a chip in the game, like thing you use to log in, that if you take it off, it'll explode and kill you instantly. And if you die in the game, you die in real life. And so like they're in this MMO and they're trying to beat the MMO because the creator of the MMO made it so that there's 100 different levels, and each level is like its own open world, kind of like SWG. And like if you like have Corellia as level 1, and then Tatooine level 2, and then Dantooine level 3, and then each of these worlds has like this raid that you have to get past to get to the next world, which would be level. And they try to get to level 100 and beat level 100, and if they beat level 100, then everyone gets to go free. Overlord, yeah, Overlord is another anime about playing an MMO. Which is like this guy, this MMO was shutting down. He goes to sleep one night. So it's a hardcore MMO? Yeah, exactly. In Sword Art Online, the first 12 episodes, if you die in real life, or if you die in game, you die in real life. They even have like PKers and stuff. And the PKers like justify their killing of other players. They're like, we don't actually know if they're dead in real life because we can't actually do anything because they have no communication with the outside world whatsoever while they're in the game, and the outside world has no communication with them from the outside world. It's funny. It's fun. The first 12 episodes are really fun. Hold on, I'm getting to this mission here. I think this is it. I think we got lucky on our first try here. Or are they all like this? Yo, can you stop? You did. I'll read chat here in a second. I just gotta kill all these Black Sun dudes. You know, I got to deal with them. All right. You did. Come here. All right, sweet. But yeah, so okay, I didn't say anything. That's cool. But yeah, so like those anime are like a lot about MMOs. There's another one called Log Horizon, which goes over a lot of like politics and video games. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. When they deal with like political situations, try to make peace treaty between like players owning these different nations and stuff. It's wild, dude. It's so crazy. There's another one that came out a long time ago called .hack. That's kind of like the OG like MMO one where like half the real world turns into a video game, and so they like have people living in the real world and then the other half of the people living in a video game. That was weird, but it's cool. But yeah, so like anime games like promote like not anime games, but anime. Oh, this is the wrong station I'm going towards. Whoops, I'm going to Talos Space Station. But how close am I anyways? I might as well, right? And then I'll just jump over to Corellia Station. Yeah, so like it's not the best situation for MMOs right now, but I think it's okay. I think it's all right in the long run. I think it'll be okay. What time is it? 9:37? Damn, dude, it is 27 degrees outside. That's unreal for me. That's like too cold. I actually think I'm gonna call it for now. I just kind of wanted to stream running OGs, and then I thought, man, I'm having such a good conversation. But now it's like I'm tired. I might stream early in the day tomorrow, but for now I'm just kind of want to bed. Kind of want to chill in bed and watch anime or something. Thanks for hanging out, bros. I'll be on. I don't know when I'll be on streaming again. Probably tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Actually, no. I want to work on this video for SWG tomorrow. So I'll be doing that and hopefully releasing the video tomorrow. We'll see about releasing it. And then if it comes out well, then it'll come out. So, yeah. My primary goal is making videos. Streaming is just kind of a secondary thing. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out, brothers. I am out of here. Y'all have a good night, wherever you're at. Peace.